Hey everybody, this is Isaac, and I noticed that the Miss Philippines pageant, they have started putting out promos for Michelle Dee, and I tell you what, November 18th, El Salvador, the Miss Universe pageant, cannot come quick enough. I was just looking at some of the promo that they are putting out for her, and I think it's actually pretty good. So I just wanted to respond to it, just a little bit of it today.
One of the most important things about representing the country is not just representing it during your year, but being able to consistently advocate and do the work after your reign. And that's something that I've always advocated for. That's something I believe in. That's something I want to do. It's definitely a sign of validation. I put in blood, sweat, and tears into this journey of mine. I don't think I've been so dedicated in my life for something. I do acknowledge the power that Miss Universe Philippines has to offer. I know how much good I can do at this point. I know how much I can, bring my advocacy once again to the global stage. I do this for my brothers. That's why this is a lifelong mission for me, and that's why it means so much for me. Because now I have so many more eyes and ears looking at what I'm doing.
I absolutely love this because she says, I understand the power of the Miss Philippines, and then she brings in her advocacy, and you can tell that this is a lifelong mission for her because if I'm not mistaken, she has two autistic brothers, and so when she says this and you know her story, you know that she is very passionate about that, and notice she says she's able to bring that advocacy to the global stage. Now, for me, I'm just going to have a kind of a chisma moment, of course, but it's almost kind of like a shots fired at Celeste Cortese because I think I did a video, and please go and watch if you haven't watched it, about the lack of advocacy for Celeste Cortese. But notice she says hers, she understands that this is that lifelong passion, and she keeps that in the forefront
As she great power comes great responsibility.
As she goes forth.
And if anything, I am at the best place in my life to handle that kind of responsibility. I'm so ready to just show the universe why I am so deserving to win the fifth crown. I'm so dedicated. I'm so ready. They always ask me why I consider myself a transformational leader. And I don't believe that you can create one in just a month. You can't train somebody to be a transformational leader. It's the accumulation of her life experiences and the life lessons that they can do, inspire others to do the same, to find that strength. So for me, winning Miss Universe Philippines is way bigger than just having the crown on my head. I can only hope to inspire as many people. I really want to be motivational and aspirational at the same time. And with my story, I hope this year they realize that I'm not just a privileged woman, but I also had my own fair share of struggles. And despite all of those struggles, I want people to know that they can reach their dreams also. I want people to see that you can do anything as long as you put in the work. You can do anything as long as you trust, that process. I really just hope that people take inspiration from my struggles, inspiration from what I had to go through to become this transformational and empowered woman. Hopefully they can see themselves in me or resonate with the story that I have too. And hopefully just throughout the process approaching this universe, the more that we tell my story, the more that they get to know about me, the more that they can relate to.
She says two words, and so I kind of preempted what she was getting ready to say about the whole Celeste Cortese statement. She wanted to be motivational and aspirational. And you cannot have an advocacy within a month. So that's why I say it's kind of, the whole chisma kind of shots fired at her. And if you, like I said before, if you haven't watched one of those videos when I offer my opinion about that, please do so. She wants everyone to get to know her, get to know who she is, and I think that's a powerful statement because, as we all know, it's always better when we know a little bit of background about our leaders. And I think with her, she is really, really aspiring to be a great Miss Philippines. She is setting herself up, and so when she goes to the Miss Universe pageant, she really wants everyone to know about her. And I think the Miss Philippines pageant They're doing a great job at really showcasing who she is. There are some comments that says that she is not as pretty as whomever, but I think one of the things that might help her will probably be because it is in El Salvador, and so whereas she is not as pale as some of the other candidates, she will fare well. Without really knowing anything about some of the other candidates, I would definitely say she'll definitely be in the semifinals. I really hope that she can get to maybe the top five, but I think she'll definitely be in the semifinals. And so again, I say kudos to the Miss Universe pageant. If you saw that the way that everything was put together, I think they did a fantastic job. If you listen to her story, she really wants to be transformational. And I think she says you can't train someone to be transformational in a month. It is that total process that you go through. And I wholeheartedly, 100% agree with that statement, that it is very difficult for someone to find an advocacy to try to become this transformational leader in a month or 2 months or whatever. And sometimes that advocacy only comes because a pageant is coming up. What have you done 6 months before that, a year before that? How long have you been involved in your particular advocacy? And I think that this plays well, and it also sort of kind of pulls at the heartstrings a little bit because she's in it for her brothers, and her cause, her cause is very real. So it's just not something that's fake. She's been in it for a while. You know where she stands, and I think that will play well for her. And I personally think that she's absolutely gorgeous. And so I just want to take just a quick moment to thank all of you for just taking a few moments out of your day to listen. Those of you, please, that have liked and you subscribed, we certainly do appreciate that. So continue to watch. Hi, JR Sings. This is Isaac. Y'all take care.